I love to say it every week. Happy Friday, my friends. Hope you're doing well. Hope we find you well. Hope you're doing well.
I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
I'm loving baseball season.
Yeah, it's a beautiful.
Got my Astros shirt on there.
Does that what reminds you of spring more than anything? Baseball season, or is it the Masters, or is
No. Baseball far more than the Masters. I mean, I love the Masters and I love watching golf, but nothing's as good as baseball. Nothing says spring more than baseball. I was driving down the road a couple of weekends ago, and the line of people to get into the little league baseball park, and just I'm like, wow, it's opening weekend for the kids.
Snow, leather,
I love it.
It's a beautiful thing. Well, guys, we hope, as I said, that we find you doing well. We've been talking all week about the importance of honesty to our recovery. We talked about, Troy, this week, honesty in our center circle, honesty in that secondary circle, honesty in everything, and how important that is to us. Let me ask you a really important question. What do I do? What do these guys do if they find themselves lying or caught in some lies, or what do you do when you're lying?
Yeah, that's a huge question, Bill. And I want to realize that some of you guys out there that are watching this may have felt some conviction this week and may have even come to the realization this week that you've let some things slip and that you've been lying about some stuff. And it may be some really big, important stuff. It may just be some small things. But what do we do when we've been lying? And here's the thing. It'd be really easy to say, well, just stop it.
Yeah.
But the reality is this. When we've been lying, we've created this mess. And this mess, it always feels bigger than it really is. It always feels more consequential than it really is. And here's the biggest lie that we tell ourselves when we find ourselves in this particular mess. We tell ourselves, I can't afford to be honest now because it will hurt this person, these people, what have you. And what I've got to realize is that in and of itself is a huge lie to myself. Because what hurts them is not the lie that you're going to confess to. What hurts them is the action that you're lying about that's already taken place. So in essence, the hurt's already happened. They just don't realize it.
Wow.
And so what we need to do is we need to just take a deep breath, and maybe you start with just that center circle. Find someone that you trust the most, someone you're comfortable with being completely honest with, and say to them, hey, I need to talk. But there's been some things I've been lying about. There's been some things I've not been honest about. And at least with one other person, crack that open, so to speak. Without this grand plan, and I've got to tell everyone, and just crack it open with one person. And then let that other person pray with you and seek God with you to decide who else needs to know about what's been going on. But if I'll find one person and crack it open with that one person. And I'll even say this. I'll go as far as to say this. As long as it's not the only person, that first one person can be God in this case.
Okay.
But you can't just leave it there. It's never enough to crack open a lie with just God. Because here's the two reasons why. Number one, God already knows you ain't cracking nothing new with him. He's already aware that you've been lying. And remember, there's no path forward to freedom apart from truth and honesty. And so I've got to crack open that lie, so to speak, with another person. But you can start with God and say, God, I just need to confess to you, this is what I've been being dishonest about. And again, you're not surprising God with anything, but you're opening the door then for you and God then to find one other person. Crack it open with them and see where it goes. The bottom line is, don't stay in that place of self-deception. Don't stay in that place of dishonesty. Remember, secrecy kills. Honesty heals. And if we'll be honest, we will find ourselves in the place of freedom. And I'm just telling you guys, there's no better place than the place of freedom. And so I pray that you would have the courage to be honest with yourself, to be honest with God, and to be honest with at least one other person.
Yeah, it's good stuff, Troy. Thank you for that. It's real important. And you've learned at HopeQuest that we're talking about the 1%. We're talking about everything, all 100% of that which you have to be honest about. It really is freeing. So, guys, we hope this week was important to you. It was great for us. I learned a bunch, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week.
See you next week.
Take care, guys.